Hey, what's up YouTube? It's me, Shiekrunner, and welcome back to another one of my videos. Today we kind of have a special episode of the series where I'm going to show you how to quest more efficiently throughout the Shadowlands. Normally I'm focusing on how to maximize experience throughout questing, but in this video, this is more for the completionists out there. I'm going to show you what the most time efficient way is to do a specific um, side quest area in Revendreth. So currently we're here in Darkhaven. This is a city in Revendreth. We just got done with the Welcome to Revendreth first chapter in Revendreth, and we're now moving on to the second chapter in Revendreth, the Master. And before I go any further, since this is a special episode and there's a lot to explain, this video might be a little bit longer. And on top of that, I wanted to really show you um, like how I ended up here, because I want you to truly understand like how you can repeat it exactly like I'm doing it in this video. So when you're following the main story campaign throughout Revendreth, you will eventually end up at this gate over here, and Lord Chamberlain will give you a quest to escort him over this bridge. And this is how you first arrive in Darkhaven. He is going to stand still at this point, and you need to collect an anima canister that's around this area, and then you have to drain anima from the gargoyles around in the city. There, for example, one here on the left side, here's another one. Over here there are two, just in general all around the city. So once you're done with that gargoyle quest, you need to go into this house to turn it in. That's where you get quest, a main story quest, and a side quest. The main story quest I unfortunately have already turned in. This is why I have to show it to you like this. But basically, you would turn in the quest, the Gargo quest. You get this quest here, the side quest, but also the main story quest. So, and normal player behavior would be, okay, you got some quests, now let's complete them. If you have never done these quests and you don't know what to expect, you don't know how to properly optimize the quest just because of inexperience. And obviously not everyone cares about it, so it isn't strange for someone to just do this side quest at this point in time. But if I told you that there is a better way to do it, that's exactly what I'm going to show you now. So once you get out of this house, there's another side quest that has now become available after turning in the main story quest over there, which is this one right here. That's also one that you would want to pick up. And the main story quest, you would have to turn it into this guy. This is where I'm currently at. I turned in the main story quest at this guy, and this is the second quest that goes on to continue with the master chapter. So, like I said, naturally you would wanna first finish like the side quest areas here, as that's normal player behavior. But I'm saying that there is a better way of doing this if you wanna be as time efficient as possible. If you for whatever reason wanna do this because out of the experience gain, doing the quest normally, like the way like right now, doesn't make really sense for your experience per hour, for efficient leveling. It doesn't make sense. It can make sense in the way that I'm going to show you how to do it just a bit. Um, but primarily, if you are interested in getting the different kinds of achievements, or you just want to complete every quest zone in the Shadowlands, this is basically the video for you, because I'm basically showing you how to get this quest, Thieves of Darkhaven, in the most efficient way completed during your first playthrough of the Shadowlands. That is basically what I'm showing you here, and with slight variations of what I'm about to show you, you can make this good for your experience per hour as well. If you only care about experience per hour, like just leveling as fast as possible, you would want to skip the quests entirely, besides the optimizations that I'm about to show you. So doing these quests without the optimization for experience isn't worth it. With the optimization, it is worth it. So, and I have to explain a lot for you to truly understand, like how these quests work, why they are not that good if you don't do it if you don't optimize them, and there are a lot of like small optimizations that you can do here just in general that I wanted to go over here. And like I said, you have to know exactly what comes ahead to really plan this out. You need to think a little bit outside of the box. So first, this is a Thieves of Anima quest. So there are like these anima things scattered around the city, and you would need to collect them. And each of these anima things give you like a percentage for your quest. And there are like I said, scattered around in this area. There is one over here. There is one over here. So and since the quest recently got changed, you don't need every single anima item anymore. Um, uh, you don't need to know all the locations, but you need to know some locations. You wanna pick up the ones that are best. So if you have quested a lot in World of Warcraft in the past, your first thought probably would be to do quests at the same time. You have the Reason for Treason quest, you have the Anima Collection quest, so your first thought might be, okay, I'm clicking on this guy, and then I do like other stuff. So I'm doing that at the same time. So this is a small optimization, which for sure will save you some time. But that alone doesn't make this worth it. So for example, this guy also like takes a bit to activate this rumble that is over here. Um, so during that RP, you can collect some anima items. For example, there's one over here. It's very hard to see. Um, but all of this alone is not going to make this quest worth it for experience gain and for completion's sake. It's also inefficient. There are better times where you can do it where you lose less time. Um, and like for the reason of Treason Quest, the only reason why this is bad, you might think it's because you have to wait like 10 seconds there, but that's actually not the reason. It's primarily because of the objective that is down below. For this guy, you just have to click on him. Here, you just have to click on him and select like the like dialogue option there. Like I have an add-on that does it for me, so it's automated. Shout out to Permok. Permok is who created that, or like who created that add-on, or like modified it. I would say. So the bad thing about like the reason for using quest, like I said, is this objective down below, and I'm going to show exactly how this is done. So you might think because this guy glows up that you have to click on him, but once you click on him and he says that in chat, like if you can see this, I must complete the ritual of atonement before either of us can speak with you, stranger. Um, so what that means is even though this guy is glowing, you don't actually have to click on him. You just can go straight for this Soul of Katash and talk to him. So this is a rigor that Permo created as well. So I just added this roleplay timer in there. So this is a 1 minute 20 seconds roleplay. So you can already guess why this is bad, especially if you want to quest to get experience, right? So basically, periodically he will summon like these manifestations of fear, and you can't just go away and the quest finishes automatically or something like that. You can do something along the lines of this, but not in the exact same way. So basically, till this says like 15 seconds left, like at 50 seconds, the last manifestation of fear is spawned, and then you basically want to be at this location and kill them off in less than 15 seconds. And if you don't do that, the quest is basically failed because the trigger for completing the quest is when the last dialogue is played and all of the mobs are dead. So I can go away at the moment, but if I wait too long and I don't get those mobs done in time before like the last 15 seconds are gone, I won't be able to finish it. So now I have to kill it very fast, or this won't complete. Um, so this should complete now, and you can already go over to this place, but you cannot go much farther than that. As you can see, this now completed. And as you can see, this is a like very roleplay heavy quests. Like this Reason for Treason quest and the Anima quest is just very long. One thing that I didn't tell yet about the Anima quest is that some of the objectives give more than others. For example, this guy gives 30% completion, and these guys down there also give like 15% completion, I think. So these are the ones that you want to focus on, and you don't need all of the items that are on the ground to finish this quest. So you just want to get the most efficient one. And one big thing about like this next, like the reason for treason quest is that there's a follow-up quest to this, which is kind of important in doing this as efficiently as possible. So I'm going to show you the method that is just the most time efficient overall if you just want to complete everything. But with like some variation of it, you can also make this very much efficient for experience. So this doesn't seem intuitive at all, what I'm gonna say to you here in just a second. But before I can actually show the strategy of like how I'm doing this efficiently, um, I have to go over exactly what you want to do in the beginning. It's I have not fully worked this out myself yet, so there might be some changes here and there later on. But basically, you remember you do the gargoyle quests that Lord Chamberlain is giving you. You finish a gargoyle quest, you come to this place, and you get um, you turn in the main story quest line. You get the main story quest line, you get the side quest, and then you would go out again. So, and now your natural instinct probably would be to start on the animal quest, or maybe you get the this quest over here and uh, do like the RP while you're doing the animal quest, and all of that are great optimizations. But like I said, that alone won't cut it. So what you're actually gonna do is you're just gonna ignore all of the anima for now. Um, you're going to uh, go over, like you get the quest, you're gonna go over to this guy, and if you are just at the like if you have not turned in the quest yet, like I did, you can turn a quest in here, and then you would get the follow-up quest like this, and then you would have to fly with this guy to continue the main story quest line, and you might wonder, like, why am I skipping all of these quests here at the moment? That's because there's later on in the main story quest line, there is a quest that we want to be at. During that quest, we are doing these objectives. And we're not doing this at the moment because there will be a time where we won't really lose any time for doing this. And this is why it requires a lot of experience and knowledge about what comes ahead so that you can plan this ahead. Um, and also uh, like it depends on like what your movement is and how practiced you are if you wanna collect some of these guys beforehand or not. Because like when you are going out of this zone here, like out of this house, I mean, you're already very close to some of the objectives. For example, this one right here, or like when you go over to this quest objective, you're already kind of close to this guy that gives you the most for this progress, right? And you're really close to this one. You're really close to this guy. And basically, the idea is that optimally you do all of these objectives while being on another quest. But if you are not practiced enough, if you have not routed out enough, or maybe your class isn't that great, or you don't have every like single movement speed item, you might not be able to make it in time. And if you're not able to make it in time, then it might have made sense for you to previously get these because if the quest is over, then you have to go, then you actually lose time again by having to go over to these guys, and maybe you're not in a so convenient location anymore, so that would make lose you more time than you would have lost from going and from it straight away. So it just really depends what your setup is and how well practiced you are if you want to previously collect some stuff or not. In the end, it will always be worth it to go for what I'm showing here. Uh, you might not do it perfectly, but it will still be better than doing it normally. And even I have not fully routed this out yet because this is not particularly important for the World for 60 race. This is just something that I wanted to showcase because I kind of figured it out when I was messing around with these quests back in the day. So with that said, I now have to go through the main story campaign to get to a quest to actually showcase exactly why we are skipping these. So I will see you then. So this is the location that we want to be at before we are going to go to Darkhaven to do the two side quests. We are right here in front of Side. We are just finished the chapter, the Master, we are on the Accuser now, and the reason we want to be here before we are doing the Darkhaven quests, because of this dialogue. When you start this, there will be 93 seconds where you would normally not do anything. You would just wait here. You can use those 93 seconds to do the Darkhaven quests. I have already thought of alternatives of doing the Darkhaven quest, and I just couldn't find anything that was meanwhile. And especially in the context of trying to do the side quests as time efficiently as possible, like as a completionist, this definitely makes sense to do. So I'm going to go through the route that I'm going to I created here. I'm not entirely sure if this is the best. There could always be something that I'm missing. I was working on the route myself while I was creating this video. So if you have ideas on how to improve it, let me know. So I will just start this now. So I will blast off immediately after I clicked on it. So as you can see, 93 seconds around that area. And I just used my cracked radius control jump to get to Darkhaven really quick. We're ignoring the anima items for now. We want to start this objective down below as soon as possible. We want to in general, oh, I forgot, I need to pick this guy. We want to in general focus more on the reason for treason crest in the beginning than on the anima items. So then we're gonna get this, gonna get this. We go around here, because it's shorter, even though it doesn't really matter. You can technically get some items before this place if you can manage. I wanted to make this safe now. I get this. Gonna get this. I get this. Gonna get this. And now we need to go back fast, because now if we are not fast enough, we're gonna not make it with the quest. So we need to one-shot them basically. We just made it, I think. Yeah, we made it. So now that this is done, we want to ignore the anima things, and we want to just turn in this quest. You can see the main story is done, turning in this quest. Now we're gonna go over here, click on this guy, ignoring this anima thing. You will see why in a second. We're ignoring this as well. So I'm gonna show you a cool Demon Hunter shortcut that you can do here. I didn't get it. Then you go over here. And now you have to confront a traitor. You can use your correct rating eggs to go to the traitor, which is inside of here. So now we have another 55 seconds to do more shit. So this is where we wanna get the rest of the stuff. You can also get this quest already. So now that we finished this quest, gonna pick up a new rating eggs. Turn in the quest. And this obviously takes practice, as you can see. Now use our rating eggs and we go back. And now we turn in the quest. Go. Complete quest. Oh, but it doesn't complete. Complete. There we go. And now we would go back. And this is where you would just go back to Syed and Ephrius. And as you could see, like there was lots of room for improvement there. I couldn't do this that many times, so I haven't practiced it that well much. But that's kind of like the idea behind it. Then you can turn it in, and you can continue this. So this is, I would say, how you can do it in the most efficient way possible. If I'm not mistaken, we must have gotten credit for that area. Yeah, Teeth of Darkhaven, we just completed it. So thank you guys all for watching. I know this was a long video. I hope you enjoyed this. And maybe you can come up with something that is even better, or you can improve this thing. Or maybe I already have improved it by the time I upload this video, which very like will be the case. So I see you all in another video. See ya.